Hey guys, I'm making this video a little bit early because I want to make sure this gets uploaded on October 15th. Now, usually I would sit and chat, but I thought I would just fuck around and play something for a little bit at least while doing this talking. And then if I can't focus on what the hell I want to say, then I'll probably stop playing just to talk. But October 15th is going to be my 9 years of when I first uploaded my first video on the channel. And, you know, it's actually kind of crazy to think about. Because it's like, one, holy shit, I've been here for nine years. Like, one, I didn't think I'd be playing or doing shit for that long on YouTube. To be honest, I didn't really think I'd be doing anything on YouTube, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had just I don't know, like when I started it's funny because when I started YouTube, the only reason I found out about it was because I was suggested a video that from Brandon, one of the people that I've played with and done co-op stuff with. And I usually, as I've mentioned before, would never really watch a lot of the stuff he suggested to me because a lot of it was parodies of like songs and I just wasn't that interested in. So I was just like, I didn't want to like watch it, but this time I did, and it was like a gaming video, and I was like, holy hell, that's hilarious. I love it. It's so funny. And I eventually just decided, you know what, I think I could do that because I talk to myself a lot when I'm playing games. Sometimes I'll randomly sit there and just chat to myself, and so I was like, I could do that. The problem was I didn't have a huge knowledge of equipment, programs, and things like that. And so I just like, I had some crappy old mic. I downloaded, I think, some kind, I don't even know what the program was at the time, but I think it was meant for recording PowerPoints. But I tried to use it to do videos, and eventually, I think in November was when I started to do actual commentary videos, because I think the October stuff was some Call of Duty like montage, 2 like little videos, because the Black Ops, I think, allowed for like you to put it on YouTube. You could even like live stream. It never really worked very well, the live streaming part, because I think I tried it, but I didn't quite grasp what YouTube and things was for the longest time. But I started it, and I was like, I don't know, I had a lot of fun, even though the quality was terrible. I enjoyed playing a lot of the silly things that I did, you know, because we did Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy, which was like super popular on the channel, and stuff like that. And literally the only reason I started to stream was, I don't remember because I don't have it all written down, is that when I was it was during like whatever the video, my first Ocarina of Time video went out. John, I had played Ocarina of Time, not the first video, but later on in the first video, I started playing it, and it was just going to be a YouTube thing. I wanted to play through Ocarina of Time because I knew John liked it, and I was like, you know what, I remember this as a kid, and I never got to beat it on my own, because the only time I experienced the ending of Ocarina of Time was because my brother had played it, and I would load up the final part, and that was all I knew. So I eventually wanted to record it, and after a certain point, I can't remember what happened originally because I don't have that footage, but like before I had attempted to upload or record a version like Ocarina of Time twice, and one time it was just purely what was it? It was purely just YouTube. That's all it was gonna be. It was just gonna be purely YouTube stuff. I wasn't going to I wasn't going to stream because I didn't know what streaming was. I had, for the longest idea, had no idea what streaming was. And I don't even remember how I eventually found my way to Twitch. Because that's when I did. I know, like, Justin TV and things like that were a thing. But, like, I didn't discover until Twitch was a thing. And I once I figured out what it was, I did a lot of goofy little streams. I did Pokemon and things like that. Like, but no microphone because I was nervous. I didn't really understand what it was, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I was so used to, like, just YouTube stuff where I could sit in my own domains, like, into my own area, make the video, even if it was shit quality, I could make it, and, I could stop at any point. Like, if I wanted to record it for, like, 15 minutes, stop, go do something for a few hours and come back, I could, because, like, streaming, like, I don't want to take that long of a break. I like to do everything in one go. And, go back to 1-1. I don't know if that's good or not, but, so I eventually, I don't, like I said, I don't remember, like, how it went, but eventually I figured out streaming. And I remember being like, John, we can, you could watch me and then help me, because I remember, like, I think the Shadow Temple, when I was doing it on my own before, I think, streaming, and I think I was trying to record it, but I didn't like, the way it was coming out. And, I was like, he could watch me and help me, because I know the Shadow Temple was one of the ones I struggled with, because I think I played up to the Shadow Temple, which is still pretty far. But I remember playing up to it, and I never uploaded, did anything. Eventually, we were like, oh, streaming, you can do it. And it just kind of snowballed from there. I had a shoebox of a PC, crappy mic that eventually turned into an even crappier mic that was literally just taped to a broken old mic. Like, it was literally just a microphone. It wasn't like a headset. It was just literally a straight-up microphone and a wire that I had taped to an old broken headset, because I didn't have money, and my family at the time didn't really even know what I was doing. So I didn't know what I was doing at the time, and they didn't know what I was doing. I was just fucking around for the whole time, because I was like, this is cool. And eventually streaming just kind of snowballed, because it was like, I really like this concept of just meeting, like, people. I don't really like meeting strangers, but, you know, the whole, like, meeting other gamers, people that just enjoy games, wanting to escape things and just do shit. You know, just watch and be a goofball and stuff like that. So that's kind of what happened, is I just kept going with it, and next thing you know, 9 years have passed, and I've definitely improved, quote unquote. Like, my commentary's maybe been a little bit smoother, still just as goofy, still just as terrible, like, jokes, sense of humor, and all that. I'm maybe a little harder on myself, because I've kind of, like, went from what was just a goofy, silly thing to something I do take a little bit more seriously. Like, I want it to be, like, I want to show some importance to it, kind of thing. So, like, I'm a little bit hard on myself, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. I kind of beat myself up over things. I'm stubborn about stuff now with streams and things like that. YouTube, not so much. I just kind of like, here we go, bleh, just a bunch of videos, and then schedule them for, you know, for a few weeks, and another 15, 20 video uploads, then another set for the you know, this is how I do it. But that it's just crazy, because it was like doing all these like random things, and I never, you know, it's still like I've mentioned on stream and stuff. It's still a weird thing for me that, you know, there's some people that follow me from almost the beginning that still pop up, people that even are following me now and stuff like that that still show up. I don't know. It's like a weird thing to me, like, because usually a lot of people, and I don't mean it in a rude way. It's just that a lot of people have shorter attention spans. Some people pretty much either will do one of two things. They watch someone, they find it hilarious for like the first week to a few, like maybe a month, and then you kind of get bored. You know, you just move on. You know, your humor slightly can alter. A lot of things can happen within within a short amount of time. You know, anything could happen. So, to me, you know, you either watch the streamer for a certain amount of time, you're like, okay, the humor I thought was funny isn't quite getting me anymore, or it's the humor, or it's the game. Some people just follow for the game or watch for the game, and it's completely understandable. They want this specific thing, and then once that's done, the streamer's not doing it, we move on and watch either someone else play that game, or you stick around to see what else they play, but it's not quite your style, and then you move on. It's so the people that do stick around for the streamer and not just the game, it's still a huge shock to me. So like, I tried, like, you know, you can't make everybody happy. You can't cater to everybody. But I try to make, you know, at least for my streams at times, you know, when I don't know what to do, I try to take input from the stream because people have shown so much support. I feel like I should be doing something here, or at least make sure they know, like, people's opinions of whatever they have or suggestions are heard. I mean, and it's crazy, still to me. And the crazier thing is that in January, it will be Jesus. I have to look at the numbers. I can't remember off the top of my head. I wrote it to John. I think February is 7 years of streaming. January might be 4 years of being affiliated with Twitch, which that to me is ridiculous. And like, that stuff is just bonkers. You know, it's crazy. Like, the fact that people can subscribe or send bits and support the stream, and that's why I think, you know, I will chalk it up to me getting the affiliation. I definitely serioused out a bit more. Like, I definitely stopped having as, like, I'm not gonna say I stopped having fun, but I guess what I mean is, like, I stopped being as much as goofy with certain things, and I started trying to, like, focus a bit more on it. Like, before, there was, like, a little bit of a lull in it where I was just like, I'm not streaming consistently. I was just kind of like, I'll stream whenever and who cares. And then eventually, I started to gravitate towards a schedule, and I try to stick to a schedule. And okay, this fucking plan scared me. And then now it's just like, look where we are now. It's just, I try to stick to a schedule. I'm a little hard on myself because I want to be able to hit a certain length stream, and I want to be able to do certain things, you know, like I want to be able to put up something decently quality, or at least just be able to put a little bit of a smile on someone's face, you know, because it's like, especially if someone's been supporting or spending money, I definitely want to do that. So I appreciate everybody who's stuck around, whether it's from YouTube to Twitch, and it's, you know, I don't know how much longer I'll be doing this because, you know, right now I'm, you know, it's still just a hobby. It's not like a job, but, you know, things could change. I always forget the pipe. Fine, because I gotta kill and get moving. But, you know, things could change. And, I don't know, things could change. You never know, like, how much longer I'll be doing it, you know, and I try to do a lot of things to avoid burnout, because that's the roughest thing, is, burning out. That's the one thing I was worried about, because there are days where I'll start to, I want to stream, and then I just feel like, no, I can't do it, not today, or it's definitely not the day for me, or, like, I sometimes just don't even want to sit at my area because I'm like, I don't want to be near the computer playing games right now. And it's funny because you're like, really? You don't want to play video games? And, you know, just some days you want to play games, but you don't really want to sit there, and sometimes you just don't have that energy or the extra mental capacity to put on, like, some kind of show for people, because, you know, you don't want to just sit here and be, Loading into a match. You know, like, you don't want to just be sitting very quiet and mumbly, you know, you want to have some kind of projection. And I never was one of those guys to turn it up to 120%. I've always been kind of just myself. Like, there are times where I'll freak out and be like, oh my god, you fucking see, that was crazy. He was like, he fucking blew up. And it's like, you know, like, there's times where I'm like that, but it's just like, shit takes me by surprise. I'm like, let's just go with it, roll with it, you know, but I'm terrible at Mario, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed, so I apologize. But I don't know, it's like, I've always just been myself, try to be as transparent about things as possible when I can, and I try not to, you know, bitch. I have a problem, and I tend to bitch a lot about, like, silly things. Like, cause, like, a lot of my problems will stem from, like, these stupid problems in my brain now that I have, where I'm like, I don't know what to stream, even though I have plenty of games, and I literally have no problems. Like, what's wrong, and stuff like that. It's like the dumbest shit. Like, who would be like, I have a ton of games to play because of when I work. I picked up games, and there's just, I'm taking forever on games still. I'm in the middle of stuff, and it's like, my brain does this weird shit where it's like, to simplify it, it's like, here's Final Fantasy. Like the other day, I was like, alright, I gotta play Final Fantasy 7. My brain was just like, you don't want to play this. And it's like, why don't I want to play this? You don't want to play this. And it's like, my brain doesn't really give me a clear thing. It's just like, you don't want to play this. And it's like, why? I don't know. It's just not the right time, not the right mood, I guess. It's like, but I want to play it. Like, it's the weirdest thing. It's like, I gotta fight with another me, but it's not a split person. I don't know. There's probably something for the explanation, but, like, it's the weirdest thing. But I'm getting better at not, like, worrying. I didn't get the jump I expected there. I'm not worrying too much now about the games that I'm playing. Before I was, like, overly worrying. Like, I had this, like, thing in my head where it's like, I have to play, like, a different game every day of the week. Like, that's what I was doing. It was just every day of the week it had to be something different, or mix it up a little bit and then go back. And so now I'm just trying to be a little bit more consistent. I mean, I'll still bounce around a lot, but if I'm gonna bounce around, I gotta at least get a good chunk of games of, like, this certain game in or this game. And if I'm gonna bounce around, don't start up so many new things, because it's like, I'm taking so long. I shouldn't have to keep having a session of one game and then not returning to it until, like, 3 months later. Because that's a common thing that just keeps happening with me. I keep taking so many like, months off of a game, and then I just come back to it, and it's like, for the YouTube's sake, it might, like, it might not be that way, because except for when I don't upload the video, and it's been a while since the last video went up. But it's so, like, weird, because it's like, you feel like the game or the story has been dragging on, but it's like, no, you took a 3-month break and then just so happened to jump right back in the middle of the story, and you're just, like, trying to remember everything. So it's like, I don't know, I gotta get better with the whole consistency thing again. Like, I'm consistent with streaming, like, being to a schedule. It's not consistent with the game. Gotta get better at that. You would think after 9 years. And it's funny is I feel like some people are going to be like, wow, 9 years of streaming and these are your numbers, or 9 years of YouTube and streaming and this is the numbers you put up. It's like, dude, if I cared about numbers, I would have been over in, back in, whatchamacallit. I would have been done, like, back in fucking God knows when, like, the first 2 years in. Like, I never cared. All I cared about was having, like, a cool community of people that I could just sit, chill, talk with, and whether they have my sense of humor or not, just escape the realities of life for a little bit, of all the crap that goes on, because, like, we sure as shit know we need it at times, because there is a lot of just bullshit crap and everything out in the world. So it just turned into, like, I don't know, my words are a little scattered, because playing games and trying to talk when I'm, like, trying to talk about serious shit is very difficult. Oh god. but yeah, I always, you know, that's all I wanted. And it's funny is because I've always seen some streams. I don't know, not a lot, but there used to be where I would see streams. That is the worst noise. One of the worst. Where people would just like kind of let people be rude and bully and kind of like asshole-ish just because they got viewers, and I was like, I'm never gonna be that. If you're an asshole, you're just gone. I really don't care, because like in the end of the day, the whole point for me to stream is interaction and just wanting people that can be fucking decent. And if you think hiding behind a keyboard makes you better, then by all means go somewhere else. You know, that's always been how I've been with things. Getting my ass kicked. But yeah, you know, I'm just having fun with it now. I'm trying to, you know, it's crazy for 9 years, still having kind of a blast with it. You know, for the most part, you know, I've definitely made things stupidly difficult on my own head. You know, I've made things super unnecessary for me. With just like overthinking, but that's just my brain. But I'm getting back to the, you know, just goofing off, having a good time, just having fun. It's always coming in handy. I don't even know if it's like I should be progressing anymore or just be sitting in one spot. I don't know the strats of this game. Literally don't care, because I don't play this kind of shit, by the way. Oh good, the level I die at all the time. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who, you know, has been around and continue to stick around and stuff, and I hope to continue to keep seeing you guys. But like I said, if down the line you guys end up leaving, whether you've been long time viewing or, you know, stuff happens and you can't be around, you know, it's completely understandable. Everybody's human. I'm never going to be the guy that's like, really? You can't fucking, like, what changed? Why can't you watch me anymore? It's like, no, if I killed myself. But yeah, I'm just always going to be the, you're decent. I keep getting into, like, cops. No, I'm not terrible. I just keep, this place, I keep jumping off. Oh, sweet toad. Number 5. We'll do one more. I'm probably gonna be calling this video. It's already been 20 minutes of me rambling. But yeah, it's like, if you can't stick around, or you finally get tired of me and things like that, or you just, it's not as funny as it once was, or something changed, or something, you know, it's completely understandable, and I still appreciate you guys for stopping by and having those times and creating the memories, whether it's something silly that happened in a game and you were there and we got to laugh and have a joke out of it, to just anything, you know, in between, of just watching me fail to watching anything succeed. You know, it's not all the time, like, you know, and I'm not one of those guys like, wow, you couldn't be here for every stream. It's crazy that there are people like that, you know, for streaming and stuff. I just could never fathom that. It's like, wow, you couldn't be here for the stream. You didn't talk. You were in my stream and you didn't. It's like, no, don't. It's like, people like to lurk. Some people, and that's the thing, is like, when I used to watch streams a lot more frequently than I do now, I don't watch them nearly as much as I would like to, because I'm either streaming, sleeping, or running errands and doing other things in my life, trying to do some other stuff. As limited as I am with the ongoing shit in the world, but what it is like people get upset with that, with the whole like not talking. But like, there are times where like when I watch streams, I used to just sit and play video games. Like, sometimes I wouldn't even play a game until like a stream or a YouTube video I wanted to watch or listen to was on, and so it's like, I'm fine if someone's lurking and doesn't talk because they're playing a video game and stuff. Like, do I wish they talked? You know, sometimes, but like, you know, end of the day, whatever makes them comfortable, that's all I care about, is comfort. You know, I don't want to ever make anyone feel like they're uncomfortable, and if I do, I would hope someone, you know, says, you know, they would say something in the stream, because again, I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable or anything like that. I'm lucky with those randoms. I don't know if it's something, I can't use them very well, but very lucky with it. So either way, I'm just happy that people stop by. It's not even a numbers thing. It's not. It's like it's just cool to see it, and I can't help but laugh though because there's so many, and I've said this story a bunch of times on stream, but like I can't help but laugh because of the people that come into the stream and think they're gonna like, you know, be rude or something and just ban them. It's whatever. But like I always find it funny because like I had someone that come in like recently. We were playing Mafia Original and someone came in and was just like, "Hey, bitch, fuck you, dead game, fucking loser," and shit like that. And I was like, wow, this is what people do, huh? They just like, because it's like, it's not like I'm high up on the charts. Like, it's not like I'm on like a top anything. Like, I'm sure you could just go to Mafia 1 and just be like, I'm gonna go in here while I have a star. Good move. And playing an original Mafia before the remake came out. And it's like, this is what people do. And before then, I tried to play Prototype. Eventually, I'm going to go back and play Prototype as a spoiler for you guys of what will come down the line. But I was playing on PC. I was having some issues with it, so that's why I'm going to wait, and I'm going to play it on PS4. But it was funny is because I think someone came in and was like, "You're fat." And I just kind of laughed it off because I was like, I don't want to be here. This sounds like something broke in the NES. Yeah, it's like, it's just funny because this is what people do. I don't even, you know, this is what people waste their times doing, and I can't help but laugh. Nowhere but streaming and social media can I see the silliness of people, and just can't help but laugh. It's been a fun 9 years. The more shit changes, the more it still stays the same. And I really, really love the flower. I really love that plant, Mr. Petey Piranha or whatever it is. Yeah, we'll give him one of those. I was sitting there wondering how people kept getting them, but I was like, right, the star kind of is a thing. Yeah, that shit funny to me with the way people are. Oh god. Forgot about the whole pipe. But yeah, it's been a great 9 years and still gonna keep going, hopefully, and we'll just see what happens, you know, what adventures will await us. And you know, we got a lot of crazy shit happening in gaming with the next gen consoles and other cool upcoming games, and I can't wait to hopefully get to dip my toes in and have a good time playing some of them. You know, I think it'll be a grand time to play. I think it'll be a fun time. Oh, Jesus, why am I here? Gotta keep shooting fire. But yeah, it's been crazy, so I appreciate the people that stuck around, the new people that show up, and just constantly showing support, and hopefully I can at least try to brighten your days a little bit at a time. You know, that's, at the end of the day, that's all I'm aiming for. Oh boy. And everybody and their mother's here. Alright, time to go. Aw, so close. Wasn't bad though. That's what, 3? The 3rd finish? Yeah, look at that, man. Top 3 for the final one. That's not bad. I'm a terrible Mario player. I got a KO out of it, so you know what? We'll call it there. So I appreciate you guys. Can't believe it. Again, this video will either go up on the 15th or a little bit before it. I don't know yet. We'll just hopefully I remember to schedule this video to go up. If it's for YouTube at least, Twitch, I may just upload it for as something that's random. So thank you guys so much for the constant support of 9 years of my stupid ass. my terrible content in the beginning of the start of it, and watching it kind of develop over time. I don't, like I said, no idea how much longer I plan to do this stuff, but again, I'm just gonna kind of keep riding it as long as it's fun for me, and hopefully continue to try to bring joy out of at least one person's day, or just good background noise for somebody, and just keep goofing off, having fun, playing games, experiencing them, and just seeing what games have to hold as we continue to develop as in the gaming industry and the world and shit like that. So, continue to do as much as I can, at least before I start working constantly and my schedule really significantly decreases. Then I might not be able to do it nearly as much as I'm doing now. So I'm just kind of enjoying it as long as I can. I hope you guys continue to stick around for the ride. And if you end up leaving within a month to a year or whenever, then, I hope you guys find more happiness, more entertainment. And you hopefully, if you're still watching streams because you quit watching me to go watch someone else or something, that you bring joy and happiness and support to that streamer as well as you may have or, done for me. So, end of the day, I hope you guys continue to have the best possible life you can have, is even through all the negative shit that you keep trying, and hopefully things just get better in time, So, until then, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys at, next stream slash, video, I guess. I don't know. Everything's so goddamn scheduled now on YouTube. I don't even know. For Twitch, I'll see you guys whenever I start streaming. And, yeah. If, you ever watch this video through, don't feel free to let me know. And, yeah, until then, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.